Happy Monday, Antelope Valley. I hope everyone's well. You had a pleasant weekend. And to all the dads out there, hope that you had a very nice Father's Day yesterday. It is June 22nd, 2026. I'm Mark Troth, broker and co-owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Troth Realtors, right here in Lancaster, California, bringing you this week's version of the Antelope Valley Real Estate Market Update, where week in and week out, we take a look at exactly what's going on in our local Antelope Valley real estate market. So I like to point out every week, feel it's important that residents, potential buyers, potential sellers have a trusted local resource to go to follow along with exactly what's going on in our real estate market. Often our statistics get lumped in with the greater Los Angeles County, Southern California, and our statistics, our real estate market is definitely unique unto itself. Also like to point out before we get going into this week's statistics that they are courtesy of the Greater Antelope Valley Association of Realtors MLS system. So where do we start this week of June 22nd? Active listings took a little bit of a jump as we start the week up to 1,012. They were at 1,006 last week, less than a 1% increase. Pendings took a nice little increase as well, up 5.4% from 428 last week. So nice to see those climbing a little bit, which is definitely better than if they were heading the other direction. A week over week look, the week of 6/15 to yesterday 6/21 compared to the week prior. New listings, we had 90 new listings come in on through our MLS, down 29% from the week prior when we had a very robust 127. Median sales price of those listings, $483,000, down 3.2% from 499. New into escrow, 78. Nice little bump from the previous week when we were at 63, up 23.8%. Median number of days those 78 properties were on the market prior to going under contract was 2 days less than the week prior. They were 24 versus 26 the week prior. Listings sold. This was down because a few weeks back, 30, 45 days ago, properties going into escrow was a little bit slow. Last week, we had 46 closings through our MLS, down 23.3% from the week prior when we had 60. Median sales price up from 440 to 493 of those 46 properties sold. Absorption rate, and this is, I guess, a little bit concerning that the absorption rate is continuing to grow on us. Absorption rate basically is taking that 1,012 active listings at the very top up there, dividing that by the number of closings over the last 30 days, which was 268, gives us 3.8 months. What basically would mean that it would take 3.8 months for all those 1,012 listings to go away without anything else coming on the market. And so, as I like to point out, anytime you're 3 months and below, you're trending more towards a seller's market. 3 to 6 months, you're trending more towards a balanced market where both buyers and sellers have to have some negotiability. And then the closer you get to that 5, 6 month, definitely moving towards a buyer's market. So we are watching that absorption rate climb, which means that we're seeing properties come on the market, but they're coming on faster than what they're going off the market as pendings. The other number that I've been looking at, because I've had several requests to do that, is what is the upper end market for the Antelope Valley doing? And so I've been looking at properties that are 600,000 or more. So over right now, 600,000 or more, we have 297 properties on the market that fit into that category. Over the last 3 days, 30 days, we've had 51 closings of 60 days, 600,000 or more. And so that absorption rate is 5.5 months. So you can see that that one is trending more towards a buyer's market. That is up from last week when we looked at this from 4.6 months. So definitely seeing a little bit of slowdown in that upper market. Don't want to say that we're starting to see some any huge decrease in pricing, but sellers are having to be sharp with the pencil and make sure their house is in good condition and has the amenities that those buyers are looking for. If not, they're just not going to be in a big hurry. So with that, we'll go ahead and call it a wrap for the June 22nd Antelope Valley Real Estate Market Update. If there's any other statistics, any other information about our market that you may like to have, by all means, please feel free to reach out to myself or any of our other trusted associates here at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Troth Realtors, or we have been serving the Antelope Valley real estate market since 1957. All right, everybody, take care. Make it a great week, and we'll see you next Monday. All righty. Bye-bye.